Hey guys, what's going on? Keder here on a beautiful, beautiful day, my friend. And today I am so excited. I'm so excited to bring one of my good friend, one of the phenomenal internet marketer. I mean, this guy is not just an internet marketer, he's a life changer. I've seen his career, I've seen what he's done. And you know, I just want to tell him thank you for being a beacon of inspiration to so many people and what he's done so far. And this guy, he's Nate. You've probably been following him and you will see some of his information. So what we're gonna do here, I'm gonna be asking Nate some questions on, you know, how is he doing in his business and where he has came from and where he's at right now. He's making 7 figures plus and help a bunch and tons of people make a bunch of money. So, you know, in this interview, Nate, with you, you know, I just want to ask you, you know, when did you become an entrepreneur? When did you decide, you know, to become an entrepreneur? You go hard, right? You go hard or you go home. You know what's gonna happen for yourself, guys. I can tell you, you can change your life.
I think for me, I started like when I was a kid. So when I was about like 13, 14 years old, I started figuring out how could I make money from home, right? When you couldn't get a job until you were 16 years old and living in California. So there was no grasses to mow. There was nothing that I could do to create money. So I had to find out different ways. So I started out when I was 14 years old, created my own clothing line. I used to take clip art off the computer, print them out, and I used to literally tape them onto the back of people's pants. And I would charge people $10 to wear my logo on the back of their pants. So I kind of knew at the moment of 14 years old that I wanted to create my own income. I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I wanted to be successful. I wanted to be that businessman. So yeah, think about when I was 14 years old.
Okay, that's nice. So when did you start seeing success and how did it make you feel? Because there's a lot of people right now who's just getting started and they watching this as an inspiration. And you know, how did that make you feel when you start seeing success happening for you? I know where you are right now, it's like way up, but yeah, you know, we all started down there.
I think for me, we got to capture what is success first. Going in, I was looking for like 7 figures, 100,000, 5K days. Like I was looking for that. And really success is you literally changing your life from going the direction that you thought you had to go to going the direction you want to go. And I failed for 5 years chasing that income part, that money part, that I need to make $1,000 or I need to do this, and not realizing that entrepreneurship and success is all about freedom. Freedom inside of your mind, freedom inside of the way you live, freedom inside of your heart. And so after 5 years, once I realized that the freedom was in me, right? In me knowing that I could have better, knowing that I could live better. That's when I created that income. So 24 years old was when I've captured, you know, that level of success where I became free and then my income became free.
Nice. I remember watching one of your speeches, and one of the things that you said that really captured me was, you know, it's not about the money, but it's about the journey. And I remember you saying that, and that hit me right on the screen. I'm like, then so many people focus on, oh, man, how can I make the money? But then not seeing, you know, it's gonna take a journey and you becoming that person that attract that wealth. Because once you become that person, it's there for you. So with that being said, like, tell me one of your biggest challenges, because I know those of you that's watching, you guys are facing a bunch of challenges. Like, tell me or tell them one of the biggest challenges that you have to overcome to get where you are right now.
I think the number one biggest challenge that you're gonna face is your friends and your family. Being who you are, being a leader, being a giver, being somebody who has a genuine heart, you naturally want to see people do good. You naturally want to help people to do greater things, right? You want to see people achieve higher heights in their life than they've ever achieved before. But what happens is when you do something where somebody can no longer read you no more, when you do something where people feel like you're kind of going haywire, right? You're going after something where they have never went, or you're doing something where they quit at, you become unfamiliar to them. And when that moment happens, it's challenging because you're like, hey, I'm doing this because I want to help you. I'm doing this to sacrifice my life so that we can all become successful. And most people don't understand what it's like to become unfamiliar. And so that biggest challenge is withstanding and standing on those grounds of an entrepreneur while your friends and your family are coming against you, saying A, it's a scam, saying B, you're wasting your time, saying C, you lost your mind, D, not wanting to be around you no more. So that's going to be your biggest challenge, is overcoming the thoughts and the opinions of those who's been in your life for your whole life.
So you would say, like Tony Robbins says, it's like, massive success is the biggest revenge. So don't worry about all those people that's gonna doubt you and think that you can't do it, and just go for your dreams, man, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, your success is gonna speak for itself. Where I see most people fail at is when they tell me, hey Nate, I wanna make it so I can prove my family wrong. I wanna make it so I can buy a car and show off.
Right.
That's not the right mentality.
Right.
Your success speaks for itself. Those people who's come against you, those people who neglect your future and your success, it'll hit their heart when they see what you're doing. And you can't get mad at them. Some people don't understand your future the way you see it. And so if they don't understand it the way you see it, you can't get mad at them for being blinded.
Right, that's so powerful, guys. I hope you guys catch this one. As entrepreneur, we're gonna face some of the worst time. Like, how did you bounce back? Because I know in this journey that there's so many. As you hit a new level, you're gonna get to a new devil. And some people don't realize that. They just see, oh, this guy, he made it. He just got everything already made. So just share with us, how did you bounce back from one of the worst time in your business? What did you do, and how did you overcome that?
I think one of the worst times is when you give your heart to something. I was speaking to somebody a week ago, and we were talking about how you naturally want to help people. Money's going to be involved, and sometimes people are going to take what you naturally want to do and make it seem like it's something that what it isn't. And one way to bounce back from anything that you do is to stay focused. Remember where your vision is. Remember how to stay golden. Stay focused. Like, you literally have to stay laser focused. The only way to fail is to quit. And so as long as you stay laser focused, you'll always bounce back from anything that hits you.
Crazy, awesome. Nate, you are one of the most productive people that I know, right? I know this guy, he just go in and he goes in, and sometimes I'm like, dude, how the heck does this guy do it? Like, he's California, he's on the West Coast, East Coast, helping people left and right, and running his own stores, running his own group of church, and very involved in ministry and all that stuff. And sometimes I ask myself, damn, how do you do it? So the question that I would ask you right now is, how do you find the strength to keep going in your business when you feel like, man, I'm done with this stuff, I'm ready to, when everything is coming at you, because you got family, right? You don't have kids yet, but you have family, you got home, you got work, you got friends, you got all of that stuff. How do you manage all this stuff together, man?
Your why has to be bigger than your challenge. And what necessarily do I mean by that is, I can quit by every challenge that I come against. I can quit by everybody that has something to say about me. But when my why is to reach the masses, when my why is to see homeless people be able to create six-figure income, when my why is to have my own apartment complex, when my why is to be able to travel and literally buy houses and put people in homes and literally teach them how to work, that's bigger than my challenge. My challenge is going to be what people are coming against me. So the moment that happens is the moment you literally bounce back.
That's so crazy. That's so powerful, And the last question that I want to ask, in order for you to make it and succeed, you have to have habits of successful people. Like, can you give some tips or some pointers on what are some of your habits? What are some of the successful habits, things that you feel like, other people can take away from you that's going to help them in their journey that you can share with them?
My little habits are a little different from a lot of people, but I tell you the truthful, the Bible. I constantly say reading the Bible. It's something that keeps me grounded. I may not be the perfect person, but it's something that genuinely pours into me every day. Music. Create your atmosphere. If you're one of those people who deal with depression, anxiety, you deal with frustration, allow music to help you out, to create that atmosphere. I constantly wake up listening to music. It starts my day. And the last thing I would say, eliminate all negativity in your life. If there's somebody negative in your life, let them go now, right? If there's somebody in your inbox, let them go now, because negativity is poison to your success.
Man, that was so powerful, guys. I hope you guys got a lot of value out of this interview. So comment, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. And Nate, let's say, people that's watching, they wanted to follow you more, to get in contact with you, what you do, how can they reach out to you? How can they get you?
Reach me at makenoiseuniversity.com or facebook.com/Nate O'Brien.
appreciate it, bro. Good stuff, man. And thanks, man.
Anytime.
That was awesome.